I started noticing my reflection was doing things I wasn't doing, and now I'm afraid to look in any mirror. It started small about 3 weeks ago. I'd be brushing my teeth and catch my reflection blinking when I hadn't blinked, or I'd see myself smile in the mirror when my face was completely neutral. At first, I thought it was just fatigue from working long hours, maybe peripheral vision tricks or my brain filling in details that weren't there. I'd been stressed about work and not sleeping well, so minor hallucinations seemed plausible, but the incidents became more frequent and obvious. I'd wave at myself in the mirror and my reflection would wave back a half second too late. I'd turn my head left and watch my reflection turn right first, then quickly correct itself. The most disturbing thing was that my reflection always looked slightly happier than I felt. Even when I was exhausted or upset, the person in the mirror had this subtle, satisfied expression that didn't match my mood. But that was just the beginning of realizing something was seriously wrong. Last week, I walked past my bathroom mirror and saw my reflection standing there, even though I'd already moved past the doorway. When I backed up to look again, my reflection was in the correct position, but I could swear it had been standing still while I was moving. I started testing it deliberately. I'd stand in front of the mirror and make sudden movements, raising my hand, tilting my head, opening my mouth. Most of the time, my reflection matched perfectly, but occasionally there would be that tiny delay, like it was copying me instead of being me. The worst part was the eye contact. When I looked directly into my reflection's eyes, it felt like I was looking at someone else entirely, someone who was studying me, learning my expressions and mannerisms. I tried avoiding mirrors, but they're everywhere. Bathroom mirrors, store windows, my phone screen when it's dark. Every reflective surface became a potential encounter with this thing that looked like me but wasn't quite right. What happened next made me realize I wasn't imagining any of it. Yesterday, I was getting ready for work when I noticed my reflection putting on a different shirt than the one I was wearing. I was putting on a blue button-down, but my reflection was wearing a red sweater. For about 3 seconds, we were wearing completely different clothes. Then my reflection seemed to notice I was watching. It looked directly at me and slowly changed its shirt to match mine, like it was correcting a mistake it had made. That's when I saw it smile. Not my smile, a different smile entirely, wider, with too many teeth, and an expression of amusement that made my blood freeze. I ran out of the bathroom and called in sick to work. Spent the day researching mirror-related supernatural experiences, trying to find logical explanations. Everything I found pointed to either psychological breaks or demonic possession. This morning, I covered every mirror in my apartment with sheets, but I can still feel it watching me from underneath the fabric, waiting for me to look. An hour ago, I made the mistake of checking my phone camera to see if I looked sick enough to call in sick again. In the camera display, my reflection waved at me. I wasn't moving my hand. Right now, I can hear tapping sounds coming from behind the covered bathroom mirror, like someone knocking on glass from the other side. The tapping is getting faster, and I think I hear my own voice calling my name from inside the mirror.